Welcome to your latest 5-Minute Weekly Catalyst. I'm Dr. Bradford Cooper of the Catalyst Coaching Institute, and our purpose with these brief bonus episodes is to provide you with some food for thought as we travel this journey together. Our full-length feature episodes of the Catalyst Health, Wellness, and Performance Coaching podcast goes live first thing every Wednesday morning. If you enjoy them, you can access all 117 episodes, that's really fun to say, including all 20 of these 5-minute bonus episodes via any podcast outlet, or you can find them on our website directly, catalystcoachinginstitute.com. Making every minute count. It's a phrase that has become part of our culture. Google tells me my search for that phrase produced 2 billion, yes with a B, results in 0.62 seconds. Maybe it's a phrase you use regularly. I know I definitely do. There's a hilly route near our home in Colorado where cyclists like to time themselves to see if they can get from the bottom to the top and ride their age. I'm 54 this year, so my goal is to ride from bottom to top in 54 minutes or less. Now, doing so, that's right on the edge for me. Doing so requires that I put this phrase into action big time, staying incredibly focused to make every minute count. If I let my mind wander for even a minute during that long climb, I have absolutely no chance of hitting that goal. So last week, as I made my way up the hill, this phrase, make every minute count, was one I found myself repeating internally, urging myself onward to only that one thing in mind, reach that goal. But making each minute count is not just a calling for athletes. You've likely heard the phrase in work settings as an important deadline approaches, or perhaps you've used it as a parent or a friend to encourage others to focus every ounce of effort and energy toward getting to the goal as quickly as they possibly can. There is certainly a place and a time for making every minute count. However, and you probably knew this was coming, have you considered how changing just a few letters in that statement flips the entire meaning on its head? What if instead of making every minute count, we instead turned our attention toward make every moment count? While Webster's dictionary might treat them as essentially the same, the two could not be more different in terms of the focus they create in our lives. The first emphasizes the goal in front of us in relation to the clock. It pushes everything else aside as the unrelenting clock's second hand counts down, urging us not to miss that critical deadline. Conversely, the alternative version, make every moment count, takes the opposite approach. It removes the clock and the external target entirely, and instead says to us, this is it. Stop looking ahead at the future or mourning the past and focus on what is right here in this moment. It reminds us we may never experience another moment like this one. It reminds us to open our eyes, our minds, and our hearts to all that is right now. Not what was, not what could be. What is. Thank you for joining us for this week's 5-minute bonus episode. Thank you especially to those of you who've shared this podcast with us. We continue to grow each month, and that's thanks to you. Our feature interview this week is with Dr. Martin Jones, discussing how you can optimize your performance in any area of life. Fascinating conversation. Our feature video on the YouTube coaching channel, I'm going to share details behind the question I'm asked by current and future health and wellness coaches and entrepreneurs on practically a weekly basis. Why did we start our health and wellness business? You might be surprised by the answer. Feel free to reach out to us at results@catalystcoachinginstitute.com with any questions, or you can access a multitude of resources at catalystcoachinginstitute.com anytime. This is Dr. Bradford Cooper of the Catalyst Coaching Institute signing off. I'll look forward to speaking with you later this week on the next episode of the Catalyst Health, Wellness, and Performance Coaching Podcast, or maybe over on the new YouTube coaching channel.